My name's Matt, and today I'm going to show you how to make this high CRI LED light tube. To build the LED light, you're going to need a donor LED tube, preferably with a frosted lens. You're going to need a 12 volt power supply, a female DC connector, a bit of paracord. You're going to need the high CRI LED lights, which I'll have a link in the description for, a screwdriver to dismantle and reassemble the LED light tube, wire strippers, and a soldering kit. First thing you're going to want to do is disassemble the donor LED tube and remove all the internals. We just need the two end caps, the aluminum tubing, and the frosted lens for this. We don't need any of the other internals. Once you have your LED tube completely disassembled, you're going to want to take your roll of LEDs and you're going to want to cut a strip of LEDs the same length as the aluminum channel. Once you have your LEDs measured and cut, we're going to move on to the power cord. For the power connector, we're going to take a little bit of paracord and remove the internals so we just have the sleeve. And then we're going to string it over the power connector cord. Once you have the paracord on, you're going to want to take a little bit of heat shrink tubing or electrical tape, and you're going to want to cover up the very end of the paracord where it matches up with the power connector. This is optional, but I like to do it, is we're going to take our two end caps and we're going to remove the two metal bits poking out the end. Since we're going to run these off 12 volt and not through mains, we don't need them. While we're also doing this, we're going to put a hole in one of the end caps. Once you have a hole in your end cap, you can take your power cord and string it through the hole in the end cap. And then you're going to want to tie a knot towards the exposed wires on the end. This will prevent the cord from pulling through the end cap. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to solder up our power cable to our LED strips. You're going to want to make sure you connect the positive to the positive and the negative to the negative. It should be marked on your LED strip. The donor LED tube I got has a little channel for the original LEDs to slide into, and luckily the LED strip that I bought fits exactly into that channel, so I don't need to remove the adhesive backing. I can just slip it into the channel. You may need to remove the backing and then just stick on your LEDs instead of doing this. Once you have your LEDs on the aluminum channel, you're going to want to reattach your frosted lens, and then you're going to want to screw on the two end caps. Now that you have your light assembled, you're going to want to plug it in and make sure it works. Doesn't light up, you may want to check your wiring to make sure you have everything connected properly. Now that we have our LED tube assembled, let's see what it can do.